What's up, guys? It's Salvajee. I'm back with another video, and I want to use this video to honor the memory of a subscriber of ours, Kyle Marquez. I was actually messaged by Kyle Marquez's dad and brother that Kyle took his own life. I know when you're dealing with depression, you definitely want to be seen. I know that because I also struggle with depression as well. So I just want to say, Kyle, if you're still alive and, maybe perhaps this is something that you did to be seen, bro, like, you got to message me because I still can't believe that this is something that actually happened. But if it did happen, I just want to take this video to just say a couple of things. All right. Sometimes when we deal with depression, we feel like we don't matter. And that's something that I know because, like I said, I also deal with depression. Sometimes I could literally have the greatest day ever, guys. Everything could have gone my way. And then I just get home and maybe, some of my depression strikes in, right? It's completely normal. If you actually do the research, I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want this video to be super long, but if you actually do the research, depression is a real thing. Chemical imbalance in your brain is a real thing. And the reason why I want to say that is because, again, when we have depression, we feel like we don't matter. But, and I understand Kyle, like he dealt with depression. He had a lot of depression. We actually had a couple of talks about it. And, maybe I should have told him this, more. Maybe I should have put a lot of emphasis on this more. But Kyle, like, even though he was a subscriber, he mattered to me a lot. Because Kyle was kind of like the representation of, kind of like what I could accomplish. Like, as you guys can see in this video, like, look at all of these comments that Kyle just always put on the channel, whether it was a long comment, whether it was a small comment. Like, he was always commenting on my videos. Every single time that I was going through a hard time in my life and I would see Kyle comment on my videos, I would always tell myself, you know what? I definitely need to keep going when it comes down to my YouTube channel because there's a lot of Kyles out there, man. There's a lot of people that really fuck with my content. Like, my content matters. I'm making a difference. In my Salvajee Speak series, Kyle was very, very active, because as you guys know, my Salvajee Speak series is all about mindset and inspiration and motivation. And that's why every single time that I looked at Kyle, I was like, man, you know what? Like, he's definitely dealing with some depression and stuff like that. But I think he's going to get really far in life. I think he's going to accomplish a lot of great things with his life. I think he's going to be happy. I think he's going to overcome this obstacle because at the end of the day, like, he's watching my Salvajee Speak series. I hope that doesn't come off as egotistical, right? But, one of the reasons why I'm always sort of preaching when it comes down to the mind and mindset and depression and stuff like that, guys, is because, it's a real thing. And we need to make sure that we're developing that mental fortitude. We need to make sure that we're developing that mental clarity. We need to make sure that we have people around us that lift us up rather than bring us down. So every time that I looked at Kyle, man, I was just like, this kid is going to get really far, man. Like, I feel like I can influence this person's life in a positive way. Maybe I should have made more Salvajee Speaks, which is why from now on, I'm definitely going to be making more Salvajee Speaks. And I'm going to try to be more active when it comes down to, my inspirational videos and stuff like that. I had a talk with Kyle about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, and he was telling me, man, life is tough. I'm dealing with some depression, stuff like that. And I feel like he sort of left that talk very, in a really good mindset. Like, I felt like I made a big impact, and I might have made a big impact at that time, but I guess it wasn't as big. I don't really know how to like put it into words, but I sort of feel like I've kind of failed him, and I know I didn't fail him, and I know it's definitely a more complex matter most likely, but I just want to say to Kyle, wherever he is, that he's definitely always going to be on my mind. I'm definitely always going to remember him because Kyle was always the confirmation that I could get somewhere with this YouTube channel. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, again, when it comes down to depression, you know, we feel like we don't matter. We feel like we're irrelevant. We feel like we're not good enough. But I'm here to tell you guys, you are good enough. You're making an impact on someone's life, and you might not even know it. Because Kyle made a huge impact on my life. All right, Kyle mattered in my life, despite the fact that he might have not known it. So that's just something that I want to share with you guys, you know, to close off this video. You do matter. There's people that do care about you. And, you know, maybe as a collective, we just need to make sure that we tell people around us more than that they matter more and stuff like that. That's all I have to say. Let's definitely make sure that we're all doing our best to conquer our mental aspects, guys. You know, you guys can always reach out to me on Discord if you're struggling with anything. I'm always gonna hear you guys out. As you guys know, I answer my YouTube comments as much as I can. So, you know, rest in peace, Kyle, wherever you may be. And I'm never going to forget you, buddy.